We are back for episode number 2 of our NHL 23 expansion franchise mode. In the first episode, we created our team, the Windsor Wolves. We also chose our lineup through the expansion draft, and we also drafted our future #1 center, Matthew Savoie. Now it's time to kick off our inaugural season with the Windsor Wolves. We are back inside NHL 23 franchise mode with the Windsor Wolves, and before we get into the first game of the season, I wanted to set our leadership group. Now, I don't want to name a captain right off the jump until something significant happens, so our alternates are Blake Coleman, Max Pacioretty, and Hampus Lindholm. And we simulate through preseason. We finished with a not so nice record of 3-4. As you can see, Evander Kane is our leading scorer with 5 points in 7 games. And I can already tell that the defense pair Logan Stanley and Caleb Jones might be a problem, as Logan Stanley's a -8 through 7 games. We'll have to keep tabs on that as the season goes on. And our very first NHL game is about to begin against the Toronto Maple Leafs, so let's simulate it and see who scores our first goal and see if we can come away with a W. Alright, here we are against the Toronto Maple Leafs. Let's simulate the first period and see if we can score our first NHL goal. And there it is, Alex Iafallo with the first goal in Windsor Wolves franchise history.
Yeah, boy.
Unfortunately, that's the only goal we're going to score this game, as we lost 3-1. So let's simulate through the month of October and see how the team does. So after the month of October, we come out with a winning record of 5-4-1. We win our first ever game against the Philadelphia Flyers in a shootout 5-4, and we also win our home opener against the San Jose Sharks 3-1. Evander Kane currently leads our team with 11 points in 10 games, and Alexander Texier has 10 points in 10 games on this third line. Stolarz looks horrible in the 3 games that he's played so far, but Georgiev's holding the door for him. Now our top line is struggling a little bit, as they've only combined for 12 points in 10 games. Iafallo's a -9, while Pacioretty and Kotkaniemi are a -7.
You're trash, kid. Get good.
Now, I'm not totally confident on this team being a playoff contention team right off the rip.
Are you sure about that?
But I want to give it until December before we make any trades, so let's get to December. Oh my god. Whoa! So we finished the month of November with a 15-9-1 record. We're currently 1 point up on the Panthers for first place in the Atlantic Division. But you may have also heard me just freak out over something. Let me show you what it was. We beat the Columbus Blue Jackets on the road 15-2.
Now that's a lot of damage.
That is a lot of damage. And you know what else is a lot of damage? The fact that you haven't hit subscribe yet. About 75% of you guys haven't hit that subscribe button yet. And if you like NHL 23, this is the place to be. So go on and hit that subscribe button down below, and let's continue on with the video. Evander Kane continues to lead our team with 27 points in 25 games. However, our top line still continues to struggle, especially Iafallo, who only has 8 points in 25 games on the top line. Georgiev still looks good with the .914 save percentage, and Stolarz picked it up after those first 3 games. Our team currently has the best goals for per game in the division and the second best goals against per game in the division. We also have the 3rd best power play, and our penalty kill's not that bad either. However, I still think our weakest link is Alex Iafallo, so let's see if we can explore a trade for him. We're trying to make a trade with the Boston Bruins to get Taylor Hall. In return, we're giving up Alex Iafallo and a 3rd round pick. Will it go through? No. We're trying to make a trade with the Detroit Red Wings to get Tyler Bertuzzi. In return, we're trying to give them Alex Iafallo, a 3rd round pick, and a 5th round pick. Will it go through? My god. We're trying to make a trade with the Dallas Stars to get Rupe Hintz. In return, we're giving them Iafallo, a 2nd and a 3rd. Will it go through? Are you kidding me? We're trying to make a trade with the Winnipeg Jets and get Pierre-Luc Dubois. In return, we're giving them Iafallo, a 3rd round pick, and a 4th round pick. Will it go through? And trade is accepted. Now with the acquisition of Pierre-Luc Dubois, our top line looks like Pacioretty, Kotkaniemi, and Dubois. After the month of December, we improve our record to 25-11-2. We currently have an 8-point lead over Montreal for first in the division. And with that new and improved first line, Max Pacioretty is now our leading scorer with 39 points in 38 games. And taking a look at Pierre-Luc Dubois, he has 8 points in 13 games with the Wolves, and he's a +7. And both goalies are looking very good. Georgiev with a .926 save percentage and Stolarz with a .923. I made some contract extensions, and we signed Pierre-Luc Dubois for $5.8 million for the next 3 years. We also signed Caleb Jones for $1.9 million for the next 3 years. Georgiev, though, rejects our offer for $2.5 million for 3 years. So that's something we might have to address in the offseason.
Hello. I like money.
Kind of a struggle in the month of January as we only get 4 wins in the month. We sit with a record of 29, 18, and 3, and we're still first place in the division. Max Pacioretty still leads our team with 46 points in 50 games. However, that top line is struggling again as they're all minus players. Someone I am keeping an eye on is Evander Kane as he has 41 points in 50 games. However, he does not want to sign an extension and wants $7 million next year. And with the trade deadline around the corner, that might be an option we might have to explore. All right, we're one day before the trade deadline. Evander Kane has 58 points in 63 games. But that second line is definitely clicking as Cam Atkinson is now our leading scorer with 1 point more than a point per game. Let's hop into the trade deadline and see what offers are sent to us. We're trying to make a trade with the Philadelphia Flyers for Travis Konechny. In return, we're giving them Evander Kane and Pierre Engvall. Will it go through? And trade is accepted. And that's the only trade that we made during the deadline, so let's go take a look at our new lines. And the lines are shuffled a little bit as the first line is now Pacioretty, Kotkaniemi, and Konechny. Second line is Foligno, Dubois, and Cam Atkinson. Third line is Texier, Coleman, and Michael McLeod. And the fourth line is Marchment, Cizikas, and Matthew Joseph. And no change on the defense pairs as they're all working pretty good. And I can already tell that the defense pair Logan Stanley and Caleb Jones might be a problem as Logan Stanley's a -8 through 7 games. It is now time to simulate the rest of the regular season and see if the Windsor Wolves can stay on top in the Atlantic Division and make the playoffs. Well, the regular season is now done and we made the playoffs.
Nice.
The Windsor Wolves will be taking on the Toronto Maple Leafs in the first round. Cam Atkinson led our team with 79 points in 82 games. Max Pacioretty had the most goals on our team with 41. Georgiev had a solid season in between the pipes with a record of 32, 22, and 4. Dolaris, not so great, only 2 games above 500. We finished with a record of 45, 31, and 6, which was good for second in the Atlantic Division. Now let's just hope we don't give the Leafs their first round win in like 82 years. With the acquisitions of Travis Konechny and Pierre-Luc Dubois, the Windsor Wolves were able to find the playoffs in their first year. How will they do in the playoffs? We'll find out next episode. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button down below. And if you want to see more Windsor Wolves content and NHL 23 content, make sure to hit that subscribe button. My name is Zoo. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.